Hey there, my name's Chris Winter, and welcome to my step-by-step guide on how to set up a Shopify website. In this guide, I'm going to show you everything you need to know, from installing Shopify all the way through to designing an amazing site and adding products. And also guys, I've got a little present for you for watching this video. I'll put a link to the 25 best free Shopify apps that you need to add to your next Shopify store. These can really help increase the amount of sales and money that you can make from your store. That list is totally free, and if you want to get it, I'll put a link right underneath this video and you can check it out. So are you ready to get started? Me too. Let's create you an awesome Shopify website. Now guys, as always, I'd highly recommend you work on your website at the same time as you watch this video. So if you haven't done it yet, you can actually get a full free trial with Shopify for 14 days. I'll put a link in the description box below under this video. Click on that and you can go and sign up. You don't even need to put a credit card in or anything like that, just your email address, and you can get started in just about a minute. So do that now and we'll jump into the tutorial. So once you've clicked that link, the first thing you need to do is click Start Free Trial. Then you can put in an email address, your password, and your store name, which is something you can change later on. Once you've done that, you can click Create Your Store. Now they're going to create your store, and then they're just going to ask you a few questions. You can just skip these if you want. And then just put in some details about you, and then once you've done that, we can click Enter My Store. Alright, so we're in our Shopify Dashboard, which is essentially the hub of your website. As you can see from here, we can change pretty much anything. We can customize your theme or your website, add a domain name, so it could be something like yourstore.com. And of course, we can also add products and see when people purchase. But I think what we're first going to do is customize a website and make it look really cool. So to do this, what we do is go to the left-hand side here in this column and go down to Sales Channels where it says Online Store. We'll click that. From here, you can see that the store is currently password protected, so no one can see it, which is great. And we can disable that password once it's ready, but it's better to keep that on just so no one sees it. So as you can see, we're currently using the debut theme. And a theme is essentially a template where the website is going to look awesome without having to do any kind of code. You can get different kinds of themes, free and paid, and essentially they're just going to change the way that your website looks. So if we go over here, you can actually see that Shopify comes with a number of different themes. And there's different themes and different templates for pretty much whatever you want. So if you wanted to do a activewear kind of website, you could use this, or if you had pasta, if you were selling clothes, and you can see that they're all a little bit different and you can really choose what you want. The great thing with Shopify is that they actually come with free themes as well. The paid ones are around about $180, but you don't have to spend that money. Today, we're going to work with a free theme, so you don't have to spend any money. You can get up and running. Like I said before, it's really good if you work with me in this theme, so sign up and follow me because you're not going to have to put any credit card in because we're going to work with a free theme. I think for today, we're going to use this theme here. It's called Debut, and as you can see, it comes with two different styles. So we've got this one here called the Default and also Light. Now, to use this, all we need to do is go back to our dashboard, and then you can see that it's actually already installed. If we wanted to find another theme, you could go here to explore free themes and we could find it there. But we don't need to do that because it's already installed. So let's customize this. And of course, how are we going to do this? We click Customize in the top right here. So as you see, we've already got this great theme installed. Now it's pretty much got the framework ready to go. And you can see that one of the cool things with Shopify is that they actually use a sections kind of way of making their site. So each little section is really easy to edit. So we have a section up here, a big hero image, which we can add a background image with some text. We can also change this section here, which is a image on the side with some text. Then we've got a blog section and a featured collection section. And one of the great things is we can simply move these up and down. So if you go over to the left here, you can see that we can simply drag and drop the section wherever you want. It's so easy. So if we want this text columns here, we just drop it and now it's above here. But what if we want to have this image with text? Well, we simply drag it and drop it just like that. Now what we're going to first do is change this to that other theme setting. So if we go to theme settings in the top right here, we're going to change the style down here, change theme style to light. Click that and then you'll see that it will do it. You can click change style and you see that we have a slightly different look. So just the colors are a little bit different. Of course, we can change these colors whenever we want. And the font is a little bit different. I think this one's a little bit neater. So let's start with this. Okay, so let's make our website look really cool. I like to do this at the start of the website when we build it because it makes it a lot more fun. I think designing the website is definitely one of the most fun parts. And then in a little bit, we'll also get to another fun part in adding our products. So let's first change this big hero image here. This is really easy to do in Shopify. All you need to do is go back to sections at the top here. Then we're going to change this image with text overlay. So we'll click this, and then we can simply select an image. Let's click select image. And I've actually got some images here already just for this demo store. I've got this image here. I think this is the one that I want to use. I'm going to simply drag and drop this, and you'll see that it will instantly upload. And as you can see right now, we have this great image already looking really cool. Once you're happy with it, click select, and we're now starting to get a little bit of nice looks on our website. You can change where you want it, whether you want the image to be at the top or at the bottom or just in the middle. And you can change other things like how large you want this. Do you want this to be medium sized or really small or really big? For me, I think we want to keep it just large, and this should look good on all sizes. You can also change the text size, smaller or larger. I think we'll go with larger. And we can even change this text, of course. So let's do this. Let's call this, what are we going to call this? What was the logo that I had here called? Khan. All right, so it's going to be Khan. Khan Clothing Co. All right, there we go. And then you can also write some text here. We make the comfiest clothing around. Of course, you would write something a little bit better. And it's really important to stress this, guys. You can change this to be how it's going to work for your website. Of course, right now I've just got some demo images and things like that, but this is not going to be what you have. So if you've got your own product, feel free to add your own photos. And you can have different logos and all this, but I'm just showing you how to do it. Just make sure that you upload your own photos and it's going to be good. We can also add a button. So because we don't have any pages yet, we can simply just click button link, and then perhaps we can just put a hash here for now, which will bring in a button, and we'll say, see our collection. And that should come up. So there we go. We now have, in less than a minute, a big, nice hero image here with our text. And we've got some subtext and then a button. That's looking pretty cool. So when you're always happy with the website, make sure to click save at the top. And that will make sure that the website is going to be saved and you don't lose anything. So we can go back now. Let's change this logo. So as you see, it comes with a logo. And it looks pretty good. It's a basic text logo. But if you don't have a logo yet, you can always just use this for now. Now, did you see what I did just then before? I pressed up here, in the top here, and this will show you a full screen view of what your website looks like. This is really good if you want to see what it's going to look like on a desktop. But what about if we want to see this on a mobile? Well, you can click right here, and this will show it to you in a mobile view. And as you can see, this website is fully responsive. Responsive means that it's going to work on your desktop or on an iPad or on a phone. And this is really important, and it really does look great. So let's go back to this view and we'll edit the logo. To do this, we go to header, click there. Then we can move the logo if we want. We can have it on the left, or we can even have it in the center. I think we're going to have it on the left today. So let's upload the logo. We click select image, click upload, and let's find where I had it. It should be here. Logo. And I think we'll use the dark logo for this one. There we go. That looks great. Once you're happy with it, click select, and we now have our logo. Now let's see how that looks. Is that a bit too small? Maybe it's a little bit small. Let's make it a little bit bigger. We can drag this slider, make it a bit bigger, maybe 120. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks great. So we've got our logo here, and we've got a menu here, which we can change later on as well. Now another thing you can add is an announcement bar. These are pretty sweet. So if I click show announcement, you'll see that we have this bar at the top here. This looks great, and this is really good to announce anything. So it could be if you've got a sale on. So for example, we could write, Black Friday sale is on, 20% off everything. And you can see that when we come to your website, that's the first thing people are going to see. So it's a really good way of showing that you've got something on. We can even change the color of this. So let's change this to, how about a nice blue? I think a blue would be nice here. Maybe a navy blue. So we can simply use this to adjust the color and then select it. That looks really, really nice. If you wanted something a bit brighter, you could go for something like a red. Actually, that looks pretty good as well. But no, I think we'll keep it with blue. Let's go about there. That looks pretty sweet to me. Again, when you're happy, click save, and that'll save it. So if we go back here, we can also change a few of the theme settings. And the important thing we can change is colors. And it's really easy to change colors in Shopify. You don't even need to know any coding or anything. So you click on colors, and you can see that we have different colors for different things. So we've got for our text, our body text, which is the regular text, our sale price alert, for our buttons. So for example, we can change this button color. Let's do that. So we're going to click here, and we can simply change the button color. Isn't that cool? It's so easy to change the color here. I think we might go for a sort of gold color. That would be nice. You can see it's so easy. Simply drag it wherever you want. I think that's looking really, really good. Of course, we've got other things here which we can change as well. We can even change the background overlay color. And we can change things like the background on the actual page. So we could change this to black or red. Please don't do it red. We'll keep it kind of a grey color. That looks pretty good. Once you're happy again, click save. Now let's go down a little bit and edit this right here. This is an example of a really nice module that you can have, or a section. So if we want to edit this, again, it's really easy. Simply click on it, and then we'll click select image. So again, we can drag an image in here, and this could be used to maybe do a bit of an intro to your website. Let's see if I've got a good image that would work here. Maybe this image here. We'll drag this in, drop it to upload. That one's a little bit small. Let's do a different image. This one should work. Oh, it's going a bit crazy there. Here we go. Drag that in. And you can see we now have a nice image on the left here where we can also add some text. You can also make this go on the right hand side if you want. I think that would work better, maybe being on the right hand side. And then you could do maybe an intro text, something like, welcome to Khan's Clothing Co. Khan Clothing Co. I don't think we'll pronounce the S on there. And of course you could add some extra text here as well. And if you wanted, you could always add a button, see our range. And there we go. We have a really nice intro header here and an intro text here, which is nice for people who are interested in knowing about your website. Of course, write whatever you want, but for now, I'm just going to leave that text there. And you can see that that button color has stayed consistent with this button here, which is really good as well. Let's click save. And if you ever want to get back to the dashboard on Shopify, all you need to do from anywhere in this customize section is hit the little Shopify logo here. This will take you back to the dashboard. So now let's add some products. This is definitely the fun part because this is where you can start getting paid. To do this, we're going to go to products on the top left here. And before we do anything, before we rush in and add a product, we're going to make it nice and neat. And we're going to categorize some things. This doesn't take long. So to do this, we're going to go to a thing called collections. Think of collections as categories. So that could be things like t-shirts, hoodies, I don't know, baseballs, softballs, all that kind of thing. So let's create a collection. And the collections that I've got here are robes, shorts, and accessories. So I'm going to create a robes collection simply by typing in robes in the title. Again, this could be anything you want. And we don't need to add a description just now. But what we can do is have this automated. So anything that's got robe in it will automatically go into this collection. And trust me, this is an important step you don't want to miss, because this will make your website so easy to make and have categories and have things show up. So to make this automatic, all we need to do is go to product title, or you can also have tags and things like that. And we're just going to type in robe. So anytime a product that has robe in it, it'll automatically go into this collection. We can also add a collection image. So let's add a collection image, perhaps this one here. This is a robe. This will also show up on your website in different places, so important to add that as well. And then click save. We'll do one more and I'll show you again just how we do it. So we go back to collections, create a collection. We'll go for accessories here. Again, we're going to add in, this one's a little bit more tricky, but we'll add an accessory. See if that works. Then we'll bring in an accessory. Perhaps this here. Drag this one in. If I'm ever going a little bit too quick for you, feel free to pause it and you can take this at your own speed. That's the smart thing to do. Click save. And then we'll add one more, which should be shorts. So create collection, type in shorts. Again, this is a category. Add in shorts. Then we'll add an image. And this will all make sense in about 2 minutes. Let's make these ones here. So we've added categories. That is a really big step to do because it's going to make it so much easier now when we add our photos and our products. So let's add a product. To do this, we go to all products and then we simply click add product. Now, whether you're drop shipping or you're have your own products, or you haven't made your products, or you're just doing anything, this is where you're going to be creating your products. So the first thing to do is, of course, add a title. So let's do it for these shorts. So we'll do blue striped shorts. Of course, you can add any kind of titles and names and make sure it's really good. But for now, I'm just going to be adding a few things. So I'm just going to add in some dummy text here so you can see what it looks like. But of course, add your own description. And then we can add in some photos. So to add a photo for your product, all you need to do, again, is simply drag it in. And it's as simple as that. So the main photo here is always going to be the main photo. But if, say, we had 2 photos of this, we could simply drag another photo in. And of course, you can select multiple photos. And then we can simply drag this one to the front. And this will be the main photo for this shorts. And that'll show up all over the website. But I do want this one here to be the main one. Let's add a price. Let's say that these shorts are $20. And then we have a compare at price here. The compare at price is the original price if, for example, it was on sale. So let's say that these were originally $25. You don't need to touch the cost per item at this stage. And we won't touch the SKU or the stock keeping unit just now. But if you know what you're doing with that, that's a good idea. But we don't need to do that just now. And we're not going to track quantity because we have unlimited. So for now, this is all we need to do. What we're going to do is click save and watch what happens when I click save. If we go down here, you can see that it's automatically gone into the collections called shorts. How great's that? The reason why it's done this is because we had shorts in the title. So let's have a look at our very first product. To do this, you click on view your online store. And there we go. How good does that look? First off, we have our logo up here with our menu, which we'll change in a bit. And then we have our blue striped shorts title tag. Then we also have the price here, and you can see it's on sale. That looks really good, and it's really bold, and you can't miss that. And then you've got an add to cart button if they want to add it to their cart, or a buy it now button if they just want to buy it straight away. That looks really, really good. Let's add another product. So we'll go to add product. This time we'll add a robe. So we've got this robe here. I think we'll call this we'll do a pink robe. Okay. Pink robe. Not really sure what to say. Add your dummy text, or obviously you would add your own description. Let's simply drag this one in again. I think this robe's going to cost $45 and it's not going to be on sale. So you don't have to add that compare price. Again, we're not going to track the quantity. And then let's click save. You can see how quick it is to add your own products. Let's have a look to see if this has gone into its own collection. It has. Look at this. It's now in the robes collection. That's really good. And again, if we want to see what it looks like, click View on your online store. You can see that we have our pink robe here. It's not on sale, but it's looking really, really good. Again, if someone wanted to add this to the cart, all they would need to do is click Add to Cart. And you'll see we have this pop up here, which is really nice because it doesn't distract, but it means that people can see what's in their cart. If they want to check out the cart, you can click View Cart. You can see it's right here, looking really fantastic. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and add some more products, but I won't show you how to do this because that'll take a little bit too long. We'll do it quickly, and I'll see you back here in no time. So just quickly, guys, I wanted to show something quite important. So let's say that we have these accessories, which we're going to add in. So we've got this pillowcase. Now, let's drag this in like we would. We would have the photo, and we'll call this a silk pillowcase. We'll add in some dummy text. And of course, we're going to add in a price. So let's say this is $15. Now, this here, when I click Save, you're going to see that it's not going to come up in a collection. See, it didn't come up in a collection. And the reason for this is because the way that we created that collection to automatically bring in products was through the title. So this isn't going to work because we're not going to write in silk pillowcase accessory. But what we can do is create it via tags. So right here, I can create a tag. So I could go accessory and create that. And we could also call it a pillowcase as well. And then we'll click Save. And now what we can do is go back to collections. And we're going to go to the accessories collection. And we're going to change this one, or we're going to add in another condition. Click Add. And we're going to change this to tag. And we're going to add in accessory. So whenever the product tag has accessory, and we'll change this to any condition, we'll click Save. So whenever the product has a product tag with accessory, we'll go back here now, take a look at this, and you can see that it's automatically now in accessories. Do you understand that? I think you do understand it. We can also you can also just type it, choose it yourself, but I do like the idea of doing it automatically. So all you need to do if you want these products, for example, to show up in accessories is to simply tag it. And then next, let's add one final product. And soon we're going to have a full store right here, which is, again, this has only taken me around about 5 minutes to add all of these products. Blue headband. I'm not sure if that's a headband, but that's okay. Oh, let's just grab some text again. This one's going to be just $5. And again, what are we going to do? We can either go to collections or we can simply type in accessory. Let's go to Save. So we've now added, if we go back to all products, all of these different products really quickly. It's really nicely done. And now what we can do is get back to making our website look awesome. So let's design the website and add some products to the homepage. It's really going to look great. So hopefully you're ready. Let's go to the sales channel, back to online store, and then we're going to click Customize. So we're back at our online store. Remember this is the main part where pretty much everyone's going to come. And what we want to do is get our products front and center. So let's scroll down. And now, for now, I think I don't want this section to be right here. So again, if we want to move it, we simply drag and drop it down. What I want is to show off some of my collections. So a collection, again, is a category. So let's say we've got a collection for accessories, we've got a collection for robes, and we've got a collection for shorts. So to edit this collection, what we do is click on Featured Collection, and then we simply show the collection. So for this one, we're going to show this collection. I want it to be for my shorts. So we'll click Select Collection, and we'll click Shorts. As you can see, all of the shorts have come up with their great photos, and the ones that are on sale are really standing out. This looks really good, but I think we should make this a little bit larger. This is for 4 products, but we only have 3. So to make this 3, we simply drag this along. And watch this. Now it looks fantastic. You can also change the rows if you've got more, and you can also have a button which says show view all, which is pretty good as well. Let's do that. So of course this isn't a featured collection. We need to change this to shorts. And then we can go back, and that's looking really good. I think we want to have another collection as well. So let's do this. Let's go to add section, featured collection, click add, and then let's add one for our accessories. There we go. It's so simple once you've added those collections, don't you think, guys? Again, let's add a show all, and we'll call this accessories. I think I'm spelling accessories right. We'll go back. Let's drag this one up next to shorts. So you can see that as people come down, they're going to see shorts, they're going to see accessories, and let's add one more. What's it going to be? It's going to be robes. Collection, featured collection, add. We're going to type in robes, select the collection, select robes, and look at that. They're all there. Again, we want to have that view all button just in case they want to see everything we've got. We're going to drag this one up, and that's looking really, really cool. Let's click save just to make sure we don't lose anything. And we'll go full screen now and see how this is looking. So now we have our big hero image here with our logo at the top. We've got our intro here looking really nice. And now we're starting off and showing our products. We've got our shorts, we've got our accessories, we've got our robes. So say if we had more products in accessories, we could click view all, and then they're going to be brought to a collection page, which really looks great. So you're going to be able to see all of them, and then you can also show them by, price low to high. That's pretty cool. Or we can even have old to new. And then of course, if we wanted to go onto any product, we simply click on it. And the site is really, really coming along. A really cool feature with this theme, and it's not on all themes, is that you've also got a you may also like kind of thing, which is essentially a related product. This is a great way of getting kind of upsells or cross-selling. So this is a nice thing to have. Let's go back to the homepage, and let's make this even better. Let's add in this here, which is a really cool kind of background image section. So what we can do, this is called image with text overlay. You can simply select an image. We'll see if we've got one. I'm not sure if I've got an image large enough for this. You want a relatively large image, but we'll see. And this one, maybe this one. Let's see if this one works. We're going to drag this one in. And there you go. If I click select right there, that looks really, really cool. You don't even have to have text if you don't want. You can simply go remove the text and just have it as a nice image. I think we will have some text. Let's have a little quote. Be comfortable in the best clothes. I don't know. But you can see it really looks cool. You can change the size of this as well if you want to have it a bit larger. I think that's nice. And you can even have a button as well. But I think we'll just keep it like that. So as you can see, we scroll down. It's a nice way to break up the site. I think what we want to add now is a featured collection. We're going to show off all of the collections we've got. This is another really good one. So make sure you're ready. We're going to go to add section. I'm going to go to collection list. Let's click add. And you can see what this is. So it's essentially going to be a way in which we can show off all of the different collections right there. So the first collection we're going to do is, of course, we'll go with robes, hit select, and you can see that this has come up with the text and the image that we used for the collection. Remember I said it's important to add that collection photo? There it is. That's why. Next up, we're going to go for shorts, hit select, and then we're going to also go accessories. And it's looking as simple as that. So we could add a heading here. We could go for shop our collections. You can even change this to 2 per row if you want. That looks pretty cool if you had, for example, maybe 4 different collections. I think it would look better. Or if you want, you could even have like 4. Again, it's going to look better if you've got 4 different collections, and you got 5 as well. But we'll go for just 3 today. Let's go back and drag this one. I think we're going to move this one right above these. This is looking really good, guys. I'm actually really happy with this website. I love this theme, and I hope you're following along. If you're not following along, please do start over at some stage and follow along with me. Use the free trial. Again, you don't need your credit card or anything to do it. But I think that this is a really great way of building a beautiful website. So again, we've got this announcement bar. We've got this logo. We've got this menu, which we'll change in a second. We've got a search button here, so we can literally search the store. Let's search for robe. I'm after a robe, and you can see that we have this Ajax kind of search, which means it comes up. This is such a nice theme. So we could also search for headband, Sarah headband. There we go. Or we could search for shorts. So we could hit search, and we'll see that it comes up with all of the different shorts. It's really looking really neat. And that is something that I really like about this theme, is that it's super neat. It's fantastic. We've also got our cart here. Remember, we have a cart. So this takes you directly to your shopping cart, which of course people can change things. They can change the quantity, or they could simply remove it. And you can see it updates automatically. We can remove that one as well. We'll go home again. It's really starting to look super good. I mean, I'd be happy if I went to this website and had all of these things. We've got that big image here as well. Let's add some quotes or some testimonials. This is quite important to add as well. So we could say what our customers are saying. And then, of course, you could add whatever you want. But I'm not going to go too much into this. We'll call this Julie, Sarah, and Stephanie. There you go. You can add some really nice little quotes there. Let's hit save. And then I think what we want to do is change this little section here. This is a really nice one. It's a gallery. So a gallery, you probably know, it's just a group of photos. To edit this, I think you know how to do this by now. We just click on gallery. You can change the size. You can have this as small photos or really large photos. I think we'll go with maybe medium. Let's try medium. To edit the photos here, all you do is go here, click select image, and then we can simply drag them in. So I think these images are actually quite good. So we'll go with this one first, and it makes it the right size, which is nice. Click select. You can change the alignment again if you want to have it in the top or in the bottom. This looks fine here. And you can also link it as well. You could even have a caption, so you could say weddings, something like that. And you can see that that would be something that you could link to. I think for now we'll just have the photos though. Next up we'll go for this photo here. I think that one's nice. And let's add one more. We'll go for, that one's a bit small if I remember. This one here. Let's drag this one in. And there we go. Hit select. Again, you can change that to the top or the middle if you want. And then what do? We always click save. Let's see how it's turning out now. It really is coming out so quickly, so good. I love this theme. So right here we have a bit of information which could be not exactly a blog. You could possibly do that, but let's edit this and I'll show you how to do it anyway. So we go back. It's a text columns. Now, if you ever want to delete a section, it's really easy. All you need to do is click remove section. And as you can see, it's deleted now. If we want to add it back, we click add section, and then we'll do, this one was called text columns with images. So let's add this. I think that we only want to have 2 columns here, so we simply click on one of them, then click remove content. And we can add whatever we want here. So this could be an image. So let's add an image, just this one, for example. Yeah, this one looks good. Hit select. Then you could add whatever you want. So it could be, what could we add? We could add wedding, I don't know, wedding party You can add whatever you want, and you can add a button as well if you want. So see our wedding clothes. I'm not sure. Really, whatever you want. You can see it's come up with a nice kind of different button there. I like that. Then we'll add another one here. That looks pretty good. And again, let's add a button. We'll call this one bridal party. I'm not sure again. Now with here, we can actually link to collections if you want as well, or even products. So let's link to a product here. We'll link to this blue striped shorts. And you'll see that when we take a look at this, once we click save, if I click on this, it's going to take us directly to that product. So you can really link to different pages, different collections, whatever you want. This is looking fantastic. Well, we do want to change that title, don't we? That wouldn't be good to keep on. So we could write the latest news or something like that. You can change it to left and centered. I think left looks good on this. We'll click save, and again, let's take a quick look at how our website's looking. So we've got this really nice header with our announcement bar and the menu, which we'll change in a sec. We've got this intro text, which is looking so good. We've got our collections here, our shorts, our accessories, our robes, our image here, our testimonials, a big photo section here. Then we've got the latest news. Let's add a few more things. I mean, there's so much we can do in this. Hope you're sticking along with me. If you're still sticking around, you're a legend. We can add a section. So let's add in another section. So we'll go add section, and we can even add in a featured product. This is a great way if you really want to have a product that you want to sell like hotcakes. So you simply go add, and you can see what this is going to do is show off one single product. So let's say we really want to promote this white robe here. We can click on that, and you can see it's instantly brought in all of the information. You can change a few things as well. You can have a quantity selector as well. So if people want to buy more than one, I don't think people want to buy more than one generally. You can show variant labels, which would be if we had it in white or blue or pink or something. You can show the vendor. So you've got the name of your store. And you can have a dynamic checkout button if you want to have add to cart or buy it now. And you can have sharing buttons. I don't think we want to have them on there. You can change this to small or medium or large. I think for me, we want to have this on medium. And you can have image zooming if you want, or you can simply turn that off. I think we'll have that on there. It's nice. So let's click save and see how that looks. So as you can see, we're down here at the latest news, and then it's like, wow, there's this robe. I definitely want to check this out. So you can simply add it to the cart right from the home page. That's looking really cool. You can also add blog posts as well. It's similar to kind of what we were talking about right here, but this is actually going to be if you want to create a blog. So we can simply add this. We could show if we want to have 3, or we want to have 6, or we want to have 9. I'll show you how to create a blog as well in a bit. You can change things like showing the author's name and the date. And you can also have a view button as well. So our latest blog posts. Again, you don't want to have too much stuff on your homepage, but I'm showing you everything you can add. There's so many different things that you can really do here. You can even have a logo list of the different maybe brands that you stock. You can have a slideshow as well. You can have a new newsletter. If you want to have a newsletter, I think that's a really nice one. You can have a map. You can just have basic text, testimonials, which we've seen in the text columns. We can even have a video. Let's add a video right now. So to do this, all you need to click is add right here. And we can simply get a video from YouTube. So let's go to YouTube. We'll bring in a wedding video. Let's do that because this is kind of a wedding brand, I think. So we'll add in perhaps this one here. Copy this link. Add that in right there. And then what you can also do is add a cover image. So let's see if this fits. Look at that. Once I've clicked selected on there, you can change the height of the video. Make it really big or make it small. You can change it to be a background video if you want, or you can just have it as an image with a play button. It's really looking fantastic. So let's see what that looks like when we go to the full screen here. So we'll go up here, go have a look. The website's looking fantastic here. So let's click play, and you'll see that the video automatically comes on. So that looks really, really cool. Of course, we've got a wedding video here, so we'll pause that. And that's our homepage pretty much done. Let's take a look at the product page. Now, this is also just as important. So you can imagine that if someone came to these product pages, this is where you've got to be able to sell. So we can actually change the product page in this customize section too. So again, we go to the top here, and you can see that we can change the product pages. So if we click product pages, you can see that we can add a quantity selector. So if people want to buy more of these, you never know, they might want to. It's good to give them the option. So if they want to add 2, for example, they can add this to the cart. You can have this dynamic checkout button. Again, this is simply just it's either going to go add to cart or buy it now, or it's going to show Apple Pay or PayPal, depending on the person who comes to the store. And then you can have this social sharing kind of thing. You don't have to have it, but you can if you want. I think this looks really good. Again, you can change how big you want your image. So maybe you want to have it so it looks like the image is the big thing that stands out here. For me, I think that's a little bit large, so we'll go with just medium. What happens if we do full width? You can see that that looks all right as well, but I think, again, let's go to medium. You can also upload videos here, and you can have video looping, but we're not going to do that today. Again, you can change video zooming if you want. You don't have to have that, but it's nice if you've got a big, good quality image so people can zoom in and take a look. Then we can go back. There's also that product recommendations, which I was telling you about, which is a really fantastic idea. You could change this to, you may also like, or something like similar items. There we go. And again, you can click save once you're happy. And then we can also change some of the theme settings. So for example, we can change the add to cart notification to turn off. So when someone does this, it's a little bit different. You can change the search, so you can turn off those product suggestions, for example. So if we turn that off, they won't come up automatically. But I think that we'll keep that on. You can have things like the price on in the search. So for example, now if we type in shorts, 1 second, the price is there as well. I think that's good. And you can have the vendor. Checkout's another one that you might want to do. And this is something that we can change as well. And essentially this is going to be when people get to the stage past the cart. So if they click checkout, this might not work because we're in a demo store, but it might. You can actually change things like this. So we're here. This is the checkout page where they can edit their contact information and add their payment information. If we go to checkout, we can add a background image, which is something I probably wouldn't recommend, but I would change the logo. So this logo here, it comes with this text logo. I think to keep the store branding consistent, let's have it like this logo here. So we'll go back, go to checkout, select image, and we already have this image, so we can simply use that one. And you'll see that this looks a whole lot more consistent and a whole lot more professional. There we go. It really does flow really, really well. You can change this to be in the center if you want. Which looks pretty good to me. And you can change that to be medium or small, whatever size you really want. I think it's actually looking really quite nice now. And it's going to be really quite good. You can change things like the colors as well. But for me, this is a really nice little checkout area. Remember to click save before you go back. And we can go back now and take a look at how our website's looking. You can also change these different templates of each pages, by the way. So if we go to homepage, this is a simple way to show what it's going to be. So we've got our homepage, of course. We have our password page. So if someone's going to be logging in, You can see that they can enter their password. We've got product pages, which is the main place where people can look at the products. We've got a collection page, which is that kind of category page, which we're talking about. So this is a basic category. We've got our collection list. So again, it's really nice to have these photos which we've used. That's nice. And you can change different things like, having 4 per row or 2 per row. So many different things you can change, but you can do that yourself. Have a bit of fun. We've got our blogs. So this here is going to show what it looks like when you've got different blogs, but we don't have any blogs right yet. We've got our cart, which we've already had a look at. I can change a few things like have notes, so people can add notes to the cart. That looks quite nice. You can change things like the footer. And then, of course, we've got the checkout and the 404 page, which you don't really need to change. So let's go back and take a look at some important parts on the actual dashboard. This is really important, guys. Make sure you're staying tuned now. We've done a lot of the design, but now we want to start making the money. So let's go through this list on the left here. This is really important. So we've got our homepage, which will change as time goes on. We've got our orders, which is where orders will come when someone has purchased a product. They'll come in here, and if you've got fulfillment with your products automatically, they might come in. Or if you're doing them yourself, you can fulfill them yourself. Now, I'll go into more depth in specific like dropshipping tutorials, but for now, we're just going to talk about if we've got our own products. But it's very similar if we do dropshipping. You've got products right here, which we know we've used this as well. We've got all of our products here, which look good, and you can change these with filters. We've got inventory if you're tracking inventory, so if you've got a certain amount of products. We've got our collections and gift cards. Now, gift cards are a really interesting one. I like gift cards. With gift cards, you can essentially give out a gift card, or someone can have a gift card, and then they can get a certain amount of money with that. We can also do customers. So if we go to customers is going to be all of the people who've purchased a product from you or signed up for your newsletter as well. That can also come up here. So you can get their information. So you've got their shipping information, for example, to send out the products. You can also get their email address. So this is quite important. You can also import customers if you've already used Shopify before. We've got analytics, which is one of my favorite things because this is essentially the statistics of who's come to your website. So how many people have been during the day, the total sales you've made in this day, and of course you could change this to the week or yesterday or 90 days. The returning customer rate, so the amount of how long people are returning. Your conversion rate, so this is essentially a funnel. So how many people added a product to the cart? And then from that many, how many reached the checkout and how many people ended up paying. You got your average order value, so how much people are adding in each order. You got the total amount of orders. You got a good list here of the top products by units sold, so which products are selling best, where people are looking from, so which country, whether or not they're using desktop or mobile or tablet. And then you've got a few others here as well, top landing pages, for example. And if you do any kind of AdWords or Facebook marketing or ads, this will also come up here. You can also have a live view as well, which shows where people are in the world. And hopefully this will be covered in dots, so you'll see that people are around everywhere. We've got marketing here as well, which is a way that you can do Facebook marketing or Google AdWords and stuff. It's all integrated. I'll create a separate video for this if you'd like, which is really good because you can do some fantastic kind of ads that you can use to get more people to your site. Then we've got discounts, and discounts is something I would highly recommend using. With this, you can create discount codes. So you probably know what a discount code is. Let's create one. To do this, you click create discount code. And let's say Black Friday is coming up, the biggest sale day of the year. We're going to create a discount code called Black Friday 50. So when someone comes here and uses this code in checkout, they will get either a percentage off, a fixed amount off, so $10, $20, free shipping, or buy one, get one, for example. Let's do just percentage here. So it's Black Friday 50, so they get 50% off whatever they use. So you can do this for just entire order for specific products or specific collections, but we'll do this for the entire order. And they don't need a minimum requirement. And it's for everyone. You can also change how much this can be used. So this can only be used once for each person. And you can change it to 1 per customer. The date, we can do a set end date is going to be 1 day after this starts. And then we can click save code. And now whenever anyone uses Black Friday 50, they will get 50% off in their cart. It's a really good way to get people to buy more. So if we go to our online store here, now make sure you stay on this video because very shortly I'm going to show you apps, and the App Store is epic. The App Store is where you can really make your website awesome because there are thousands upon thousands of apps which can make your store look so good. You can get things like free shipping bars or add in different things to make your website look better. You can have video makers. You can have funnels to get people to buy more things. You can have upsells. We'll talk about this in just a second. But before we do this, we're just going to quickly take a look at the sales channels here again. And we can see that we have blog posts. Now we talked about blog posts quickly. Let's just create one quickly. We'll go to create blog post. And a blog is essentially just going to be a news update. So we could say, welcome to our new website. It's live. And then you could add a blog text, for example. So this could be, this is the text for the blog. You can also add an excerpt, which is essentially just going to be a little bit of extra text. So like that would be show up on the website. So it could be, this is the excerpt. And then you can add a featured image as well. So let's just say we wanted to use this one here. Drag that in. You can change different things like tags and so on. Click save. And then we can see this in our online store. So you can see this is our blog post. It's obviously going to be a lot larger than this when you create it. And then if we go back to the home page, you'll actually see that this hopefully comes up in our blogs. There it is. These are our latest blog posts, and you can see it looks really good. So that's a great way with the blogs. I didn't want to spend too much time on that one because it's not that important. We've also got pages, which is a little bit more important. So let's create an About Us page. We do this by clicking About Us. I'm going to call this Our Story. And again, we'll just quickly grab some dummy text here just for 1 second. So for example, this could be our About Us page. So it's important to have this so people can come to your website and know who you are. We can again click View Page up here and see that this is our story. And you can also create a contact page as well. So if we want to do that, we'll go back to Pages, create About Page, and let's do a Contact Us page. We can simply change it to a Contact Us page by going to Page Template and do Page Contact. So if we click Save Now, we'll go to View Page. You can see that we now have a contact form, which is really good. And you could, of course, add a bit of text as well. Really important thing, which we've been talking about doing for a while, is changing the menu, the main menu at the top here. So we've just got Home and Catalog at the moment. We need to change this. So we do this in Navigation on the left here. And then we're going to change the main menu. We also have a footer menu, which is this thing down the bottom here. But we're just going to change the main one for now. So we'll click on Main Menu. Then we can add whatever we want. So we've got our Home button. Got our Home link here. So we can also delete things. So let's delete this catalog. We don't need this on here. And what we can do is add pretty much anything you want. So what you do first is click on Link. Then let's add a collection. So we're going to have our ropes. I think that's good. Click Add. We'll add in another collection. Shorts. Add. Accessories. Add. And if you want to drag them and move them around, you can simply do that and they'll show up in different spots. So we'll hit Save Menu and let's have a look at our website now. You can see that we now have Home, Accessories, Robes, and Shorts. Looks much better. So we can click Accessories. It's going to take you to that Accessories page. We could also add in our About page we just created. So click Add Menu Item, Link, Pages, Our Story. Click Add. You can also change this to say About if you want, or About Us. And we can drag this right here. In fact, I don't think we need the home button, the home text here, because we've got the logo, which people can click on if they want. How about we also add in that contact page? Pages, contact us, click add. Let's see how our website's looking now. That is looking awesome. We've got our about us, our accessories, our robes, shorts, and contact us. Really is looking cool. Actually, take a look at this. When I drag this in, you're going to see that it changes. First, it moves nicely here, but then it changes to using this hamburger menu. So if I click here, it actually comes down in a nice drop down. So this is going to be much better when it's on the mobile section. Doesn't that look good? It really does. So the website's really starting to take shape here, guys. If you've got your own brand or if you're starting to create your own business, this is really going to look fantastic. Let's go to the App Store now. Let's go to apps. And I want to show you a few of my favorite apps and one that I really like. I'm not going to show you all of them because we would be here for 10 hours. But for example, there's a lot of different apps that you can get which are great to make people spend more money. And that is the whole goal here. So we're going to search for example, free shipping bar. This is a free app. Some are paid, some are not paid, some are free and some are premium. But this one here, free shipping bar by Hexton. So they've got a free plan. To add an app, all you need to do is click add app, then click install app. And this is the back end of this app. All you need to do now is click create new bar and watch what this app does. It's really cool. You can choose your different color, which you want. So I think we'll use this one here. It's going to work well for this website. And this is the preview. So what this app is going to show is that if you spend a certain amount of money, you're going to get free shipping. And it could be you get a free gift at a certain amount of money, or you get free anything, you know. It might not even be free. It might be you win something if you go over a certain amount. But anyway, we've got a name for it, and then we can change the goal. So this is how much it's going to be for them to get free shipping. So let's change this to $60. So you can change this to get free shipping. Yeah, that would look good. Actually, what they had was better than what I'm going to write. Free shipping for orders over $60. Then as they add things to the cart, it's going to say only free, only a certain amount, and then you've got congratulations. Anyway, let's have a look at how it looks. So you can change to other different things as well. And we'll click save. And let's take a look at our website now. So we'll have a look here, refresh the page, and watch what comes up. Because we have things in our cart already, that defeats the purpose. Let's remove these. If we go back again, you're going to see that it comes up with free shipping for orders over $60. How good is that? So if I come to this website, let's say shipping is $20. Well, no, I'm going to spend $60 so I don't have to pay for free shipping. So let's say you're here and you're buying a pair of shorts. So I want these striped shorts. That looks good. I'm going to add that. Okay, it's $19. But look, this changed here to only $41 away from free shipping. I'm much more inclined to either get a few more pairs of these shorts. Maybe we'll get one more pair of these. And look, that changed as well instantly. But maybe I want to get an accessory too, so things will be cheaper. So let's add this blue headband. Okay, I'm still not getting free shipping. It's $17. Let's add a robe then, because, you know, that would be good. So let's add this pink robe. I'm going to click add to cart. And as you can see at the top now, congratulations, you got free shipping. That is so cool. So these are the kind of things that you can add to your store that make such a difference in terms of getting more money for your brand. It really is that simple. There are so many other apps as well that I would really recommend. I mean, I have lots of videos on my channel as well. So if you do want to check them out, I go over some of the best free apps, some of the best paid apps, some of the best apps to get you more sales, some of the best apps to make your store look better and things like that. There are just a million different apps. You know, you can look into different categories and things. If you want to do drop shipping, you can use Oberlo, which is one of the biggest ones. It uses AliExpress. You can connect it to Facebook and Instagram. You can have different designs. So you can have different page builders. And, you know, for example, you can have a currency changer. So this here is a currency converter. We can have a look at a demo here. So say that you've got your website, which is only in dollars right now, but someone comes from Sweden. Now it'll automatically change into Swedish krona. And then they can also change it to Indian rupee, for example. And you can see that instantly changes. So there are so many different apps. Some of them, again, are free. Some of them are paid. Paid ones are generally going to be might be a little bit more advanced. And they're going to be maybe like, they could be cheap. They could be like $3 a month or something. But you got to be careful that they don't add up too much. So for me, like, I like to have a few of the base ones which are free. This free shipping bar is really good. The currency converter is probably really good. It's just got probably a few more advanced things if you want to have a paid plan. But for most people, you don't always have to spend too much money with Shopify. That's one of the great things about it. So there are so many different apps. We can also have a quick look at settings. Now, I'm not going to go too much into this tutorial because I don't want to make this too long, but you can change the general settings. Payments is a way in which we can add different payments. So you can either get paid through things like Stripe, Shopify Payments, which is their in-house one, which actually uses Stripe as well. PayPal, you can set that up. Again, all you need is a PayPal account. You just click Activate PayPal, and that's a way to get paid. Checkout, we've already kind of customized this, but you can change different checkout options so they can create an account, for example, or if they don't have to create an account. So if they create an account, this is going to be for them to be able to come in and change orders and things. You can change your shipping prices, shipping and delivery. So for example, you can have it to be certain rates for domestic, certain rates for the rest of the world. You can have label printing, which is done really good. You can have different taxes. Again, that's going to be completely different on where you are. Notifications for you and how they get sent to people. You can upload different files, different sales channels. So that would be for Facebook and Instagram. Your own account, billing, for example. But there are just so many things. Let's just take a quick look once more at how sick our website is looking. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, but let's have a look. So we've got free shipping, win, total win. Then we've got Black Friday sales on. You can easily change that announcement bar. We've got this awesome logo up here, which is looking nice. Then we've got this menu, which we've changed again. We've got this search bar. If we want to search for a robe or something, there it is. Comes up with a price now. We've changed that. We've got our cart here, which will really look good and allow people to add different things. And then they can, of course, remove items as well. It's amazing how quick you can get a store set up like this. We've got our big image here with our intro text and our other text. And then actually, for example, we haven't changed this. Let's change this. So we have this button go to a collection. We have collections now. And remember how I was saying how important collections are and having that nice and ordered? You can see that, for example, if we want to change this now, it's super easy. We'll just change this to a collection and it's going to be, we'll go to robes because they're wearing robes. Click on save and we'll refresh this page. Now, if we click on see our collection, it's going to go to robes. That looks great. We'll go down. We've got this nice text here with the image on the side. And again, you could move that to the right or the left. You could have a few of these if you wanted. Then we've got our shop, our collections. So we've got robes, shorts, and accessories. We've got our individual collections here for shorts with our sale button. Now, if we ever wanted to change the color of this sale, red is nice, but it doesn't really go with the brand, does it? So if we go down here, we'll just have a quick look. We can go to colors and change the sale price. I think we'll keep it the same color as that button. So let's do this. Change that just in hex code, or you can just drag it if you want. and see how that looks a little bit nicer. I think that's good. Of course, if you wanted to, for example, you want to have the background, that would be here, page background. You could change that to white if you wanted. That looks pretty nice as well. Let's save that and have a look at how that looks now. As you can see, it's a different color here. We're going to change it to, should change to white. There you go. So that looks also really nice. I actually quite like the white background there. If we go back to the homepage, we'll see how the homepage looks with a white background. Yeah, it's pretty clean. Next, we went down. We had this big background image. Looks really good. Be comfortable in the best clothes. Not a great tagline, but does look really cool. Then we've got testimonials here, which we could easily change, add more if we wanted. We've got this gallery as well, which is really cool. Got our basic kind of grid image here, which was good as well, but we do have the blog as well. We've got our individual product. If you just want, let's say you only have one product in your store, maybe this is what you would use. Got our latest blog post, which only has one, but if you had 3 or 4, for example, it would show up like similar to how this does. And then we've got our video here as well, remember? Which works really well and shows off the image or the video and looks really great. So if we go up here, you can also see we've got our About Us page, our accessories, robes, shorts, contact us. Looking really, really cool. Now, if you ever want to take off this disable password, it's really simple. You just click disable password and you turn off enable password. So that's super easy to do. And that here is in the preferences section. So again, if let's say we're in the sales channels, you can click preferences. You can change things like the homepage title as well. So this is how it's going to be if you do a Google search. So do you know how you go into Google and you type in, let's just say we'll type in wedding dresses or something. So this is going to be the title. This here, the blue text. So what we would want is, for example, we'll just copy this. Want it something like that. We'll just call that Carnes. And then the meta description is, for example, this here. So we want to edit that as well. So that's how it's going to show up in Google when we are up. Got our social sharing image. This is what, you know, if you share a link on Facebook or just in like Messenger or something, this is the link that the image is going to be. At the moment, we've just got our logo. This isn't great. Let's change it to another image. So we'll go here. So if anyone wants to share your website, you want a better image than that. So let's use this one here. And that's what's going to come up when people share your website. We'll just refresh this and see if that comes up. Yeah, so that's what it's going to be. If you've got Google Analytics, you can simply paste in the code that comes with it. That's a bit more advanced if you know that. And also the same with the Facebook Pixel. You can just put your ID in there. We've talked about password protection, and that is good. And then, of course, you've got domain names. So if you do have a domain name, this is the basic one. This is what you would use if you were just setting up your store, for example. Obviously, that's a terrible one. But what you can actually do is just buy it through Shopify, and it's probably what I would recommend because it's the easiest way to do it because it automatically links up. So let's say we're called Khan Clothing Co. Let's see if that comes up. So there we go. We could simply buy that, khanclothingco.com, perfect. Or we could have .net, .org, .store, .shop, .info, and they've got other ones as well. And you simply click buy, and then it's just going to do it. So as simple as that. And then that'll go to, you can direct people to Khan Clothing Co. And that'll bring them there. So there is your store. Hopefully it's looking awesome. If you haven't got up to this stage yet, please go back in the site, go back in the video, and you'll get to here. So all you need to do is literally follow everything I've done here, and you're going to have a wicked website looking like this. Great job. So there you go. That was my step-by-step guide on how to create an amazing Shopify website. It's really pretty easy. Now, if you haven't started yet, definitely check out that free trial down in the link in the description box below. You can get started and you'll probably be done within an hour. Good luck with your Shopify website. I'm sure you can do this. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button because that means a lot, and I'll see you next time. Bye.